Before the story truly begins, take a moment to imagine a place far below the ground. It was built long ago, and no one remembers who designed it. There are no windows, no sunlight ever enters. The air feels steady, and the temperature rarely changes. This place is known as the maze. Inside the maze, life follows clear patterns. Paths repeat themselves. Turns become familiar after enough time has passed. In this world, one idea shapes every decision. Cheese. Cheese is seen as food, comfort, and security. It represents the belief that life is under control, and tomorrow will arrive as expected. 4 characters live here. 2 are mice. 2 are little people who look very much like humans. The mice react quickly to their surroundings. They move when something feels different. They stop when it feels right. The little people think carefully. Plans are discussed. Future moments are imagined. Every morning the same routine is followed. The same paths are chosen. The same expectations are carried forward. Because nothing appears to change, the maze is trusted. Because the maze is trusted, it is rarely questioned. Yet even in a place that feels calm, change is always taking place. So here is the first question. When everything feels stable, how closely are you really watching? After many days of walking, something important is discovered. Cheese Station C. The room is filled with cheese. It is stacked neatly and easy to reach. There's more than enough for everyone. The mice eat what they need. They stay observant. Their habits remain simple. The little people react with excitement. Relief spreads through their bodies. Laughter fills the room. Soon, Cheese Station C becomes a daily destination. It is reached at the same time each morning, through the same familiar paths. Because the cheese keeps appearing, confidence grows. As confidence grows, attention slowly fades. The maze is explored less often. Other paths receive little interest. Plans are formed around the idea that the cheese will remain. The future is imagined with comfort in mind. Small signs begin to appear. The piles look thinner. The feeling in the room shifts slightly. The mice notice these changes. Quiet adjustments are made. The little people remain focused on enjoyment. Their attention stays on what feels good. Comfort has a quiet influence. It relaxes the body and narrows awareness. So think about this. When life feels easy, what signs might you be missing? One morning, the routine breaks. When Cheese Station C is reached, the room feels different. The walls stand where they always have. The floor looks the same. The cheese is gone. The mice pause briefly. They look around. Then they turn and walk away. No anger is shown. No questions are asked. Movement feels natural. The little people remain still. Shock appears first. Confusion follows. Voices grow louder. Explanations are demanded. Someone must be responsible. A mistake must have been made. They choose to stay and wait. Time is given a chance to fix the problem. As they sit there, the maze feels colder. Silence presses closer. In the distance, footsteps echo. The mice are already searching again. The same moment was faced by everyone. Different choices were made. Here is the question to hold on to. When something important disappears, what is your first reaction? The little people remain at Cheese Station C. They sit, they talk, they wait. Time passes slowly in the maze. Without cheese, the space feels larger and emptier. Waiting feels reasonable at first. After all, the cheese was always there before. Memories are repeated. Past comfort is discussed again and again. Cold air settles in. Hunger becomes harder to ignore. Fear grows quietly. It hides inside familiar thoughts and gentle excuses. Moving feels risky. Staying feels painful, yet familiar. Another day passes. Here's the question. How long do you stay in a place that no longer supports you? Eventually, a decision forms. One of the little people stands up. The maze ahead looks dark. Old paths feel unfamiliar after so much waiting. Fear becomes very clear. It appears as questions without answers. Still, a step is taken. The floor feels cold. The air smells different. With each step forward, something shifts inside. Fear remains, yet its grip weakens. Words are written on the wall as reminders. Change happens whether it is expected or not. Movement makes fear easier to face. The maze begins to feel less threatening. So ask yourself this. If fear stays with you, do you stop or do you keep walking? Walking continues. Corners appear. Paths connect. Each step brings understanding. Fear grows stronger when action is delayed. Confidence builds through movement. More words appear on the walls. They are short and simple. Attention sharpens. Listening improves. Small signs become easier to notice. The maze feels alive again. Walking becomes a habit. Learning follows naturally. Here is the question. If growth happens through movement, what keeps you standing still? After a long search, another cheese station appears. The room is smaller. The cheese is there, though not in large piles. Eating happens slowly. Awareness stays present. The maze is observed carefully. Paths remain visible. The cheese is enjoyed without attachment. Movement stays part of daily life. Comfort is welcomed. Alertness stays close. So consider this. When you find something valuable again, how do you hold it? Now the story opens outward. The maze begins to resemble everyday life. Cheese can represent many things. A job, a relationship, a role, a sense of identity. Change arrives quietly. Sometimes it is noticed early. Sometimes it appears after everything is gone. The story does not offer instructions. It offers awareness. The maze keeps changing. Life does the same. Here is the final question. If your cheese has already moved, what step are you willing to take next?